So hello everyone, and today it will be a very special discussion about scale factor. Okay, so we know what is scale factor and we don't know. So scale factor is a very beautiful concept in mathematics, and I think especially in ICSE and CBSE syllabus there is a chapter on it, and of course it is a geometrical issue, that scale factor. And scale factor is, I think, one of the most interesting thing in modern world, especially in engineering. Let's imagine that you are about to create a big building. Okay, so then you create a small model, and that is called basically the scale factor. This means that model and the actual object. So there is a huge difference. Like if the model height is 1 centimeter but the actual height may be 1 meter or so that ratio is basically called scale factor. And scale factor is basically one dimension, but it should be used in 2 and 3 dimension. Okay, so let's see that what scale factorial is. So it is scale okay, what is this? This is L. Okay, so scale factor is that one is called the model is to the actual, okay, the actual image, I would say. So the actual I would say object is, like, let's say that 1 is to x. Of course the actual object is pretty bigger than the model. So let's talk about, imagine this, that this is a pyramid. Just imagine that this is a pyramid. Okay, and this is actually a model. Model means that this pyramid I created on my desk. Okay, and now you imagine just like this, that this has been extended like this. Okay, so this is the real world. Okay, so this is the real world object. This means it should be, created at some position, and let's say that side of the stadium, or let's say some garden like that. So now you see that this length, so these and these, they are all almost equal. This means these two figures are similar. Okay, that is the concept. Okay, these two figures are basically similar, means that the ratio they are equal. So now if I say 1 is to x, this means if this length is 1, this should be x. Okay, it doesn't matter that whether x is greater than 1 or less than 1, but of course it should not be, x should not be 1, because x should not be 1 because you are creating a model and actual object. There should be some differences. So that is the thing. So of course the scale factor is basically the length. Okay, and this is basically measured in a length. So that is what it is. And now there is a beautiful thing which is pretty beautiful, which is this. So now let's imagine that there is a triangle, and there is the actual triangle. Now you imagine that this is model M and this is the real image. So now let's imagine that the scale factor is, let's say, 1 is to 2. Just imagine. So now let's imagine that this area is, let's imagine 12. So then what is the area of this thing? Okay, so now you see that area of this model by area of the real triangle, which is this, that it should not be the ratio of this thing. Okay, but rather it will be the ratio of the squares, means that 1 square by 2 squares. And why? Because area is a 2-dimensional object. You see that, of course this is area. And what is the formula of area? That half into base into height. So there is one length and there is another length. Okay, so that's why it is squared. And now you see that area of the model is given 12. So 12 by area of the real model, I mean the real object, is 1 by 4, and you see that A of R is equals to 48. Of course, let's say centimeter square or blah blah blah, if it is centimeter square. So that is what it is. So if it is area, then it should be the ratio of the squares. Okay, and similarly if it is volume, then it should be the ratio of the cubes, because the volume is 3-dimensional object. So that's what it is. So if you just extend it like this, and let's say if the volume is 12 centimeter cube, then of course it is scale factor 1 is to 2. Then what is the volume of this thing? of course is basically 12 cross 2 cube. This means 8 cross 12, 16, I think 96 centimeter cube of the real object. So this is how the scale factor is used, especially in creating a large object. Of course now it is computerized, there is no handwork, so that is what it is. So this is a very beautiful concept and very useful, and of course thanks everyone for watching.